All right, y'all, here we go. This is part two of my LS build. I'm building for my 73 Cadillac. I'm going to do the pistons and the connecting rods now. Let me show y'all what I got here. I'm inside the house building these today. These are some 30 over pistons that I got from Summit Racing. They've been to the machine shop. They've been honed. Well, the engine has been honed to fit these pistons, which are 30 over. As you can see, my guy Denny took care of me here. He's got everything labeled 1357, 2468. So he's got everything set up for me. The actual pistons and the rings. And I'll show the connecting rods here in a second here. But this is first one here. This is what it looks like here, you know. I should be able to get some great compression on here. I'm looking at about 400, 425, 430 horsepower when this engine is all said and done. It's a 5.3 LS going in my 73 Cadillac, as I said here. So I'm going to start to build these, get these lubed up, and everything lubed up, get this pin set up in here. And as you see, he's got it marked 1, but I'll probably write 1 on the top here as well, in a Sharpie, just so I know what's what, you know, as I get these set up here. But the very first thing I got to do is input 1 of these clips here on this side here. Got to put 1 of these clips here. What's up? Oh yeah, that's trash. It's okay. It's just my brothers. What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna take that out because it may not fit the trash man coming tomorrow. But yeah, these clips are a little bit different than what I saw on YouTube. These may be easier to punch in. So I've got to put 1 clip in on one side. Then I've got to lube this pin up here and lube the rod end up and set everything up. So it shouldn't be too hard. So let me change this camera view real quick. All right, y'all. And as y'all can see here, this is label 1. Like I said, yeah, Denny took care of me on this. He done a good job for me setting all these up and labeling everything. But matter of fact, let me put these back here. I'm only going to use 1 at a time so I don't lose anything. I've got 16 of these rings. You know, 2 for each. There'll be 8 pistons there. What I've got to do, and the key is you can't mix these up. This pin has to stay with this piston right here, you know. So I'm going to build 1 at a time so I don't get anything mixed up here. But I've got to get this ring inside of this little chamber in there, you know. There's a little trick to it. Just stick it in there, and you got to use a little flathead screwdriver to get it punched in there. So I'm about to give that a shot on camera. And my plan is just to build 1 on camera for you guys. Then I'll cut you off, and then I'll bring you back once I get all of them, all 8 of them are done, you know. But I'm gonna slide this piston out here. Let me slide this ring out here. Here is you got to get a flathead screwdriver and get this side in here some kind of way. So I'm going to see if I can get this figured out, y'all. Like it's tight here. Let's see if I can get this in here. There's some kind of trick. I may need some pliers, guys. Give me a second here. All right, y'all, I'm back. I got the C clip in. Let's just say it was a little bit tougher than what I thought, but I think I got a method, and I got it figured out here. So I've got my rod out here. So this is a connecting rod here. That goes with these. These are not numbered. Denny said these are all set up good to go, so it don't matter. He's got these all oiled up nice and neat for me here. So so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some lube here on this side, on the pin itself, and on the connecting rod end right here, you know. I'm going to slap this on there. I'll be good to go. Now let me figure out how I want these to go on, because it doesn't matter which side these go on, but I want to have them all. But I want to have them all the same, you know. On this side here, so this is how this rod is going to go. It's going to be facing the engine this way, looking at me, number 1 here. So let me see. I would want this One of these sides should have numbers on it here. This side has numbers on it. So I think I want the numbers. I think I want the numbers to the left. Yeah. I'll do it with the number side. I'll do all these with the number side to the left here. All right, so let me get these lubed up here and get this on here. So put a little bit there. It's better to over lube than under lube. You want this lubed up so everything's nice and loose in here. Get this side lubed up here as well. I'm going to put a little lube on my pin here. This will slide in there nice and easy. Get that lubed up and then put a little lube on the rod end here. Yeah, so that this will slide in there nice and neat. Okay, all right. So it doesn't matter, so I'm going to go ahead on and I say I want the number to the left here. Which side, what do we got here? It's going to go in that way, number to the left. I want the number side facing me. I want the number side facing me. Right. There we go. All right. So you guys see here. Go ahead and get that in there. Oh, that slid in there nice and easy. Okay, there we go. So I got that side in there. Got that side in there. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off this top end here. I'm going to take off this cap so that I can get this other C-clip in. It's a little heavy here. All these just take these right off here. These are just finger tight. Pull these off on this side here a little bit. May need to bring my camera back a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better here. All right, so I got that off. This is what I want to see. My lube came off when it nice and lubed up. That's fine. I'll clean all these up, you know, because this is going to get a lot of oil when I put it on anyway, you know, once I put the oil rings on. So you want this to slide a little bit on there like that. You want to have a little bit of movement on here. A little bit of movement. So yep, that baby's good to go. So let me get this other C-clip on. It'll take me a while to get, well, I'm not going to say take me a while, but I'll just, I'll put this other C-clip on and then I'll bring you guys back on, okay? All right, y'all. I got those C-clips in. I think I got a method to the, I think I got it figured out. No, so it shouldn't take me long to wrap the rest of these last 7 up. You know, just got one done. But yeah, I've got the rod end on. It's looking good. You know, see, got a little slight movement back and forth, which is what you want. You want everything to be nice and smooth on here. Nothing's going to come out. I got the pin in. Both of the clips are in. And this is going to be my cylinder number 1. If you see this here, that little arrow there, left side of the engine, looking at it, number 1 right there. Then he has this labeled number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and just write 1 on the top here, just so I know just for myself. It won't hurt anything, you know. So this will be piston number 1. I'm just going to just write a 1 right there, you know, just for myself. So when I put these in the motor, I'll know what's what. I'll make sure I'm right. Everything's good to go. This will be cylinder number 1 with that arrow right there facing towards the front of the motor, you know, so it should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and button this back up here. See, I got my number side here. See those numbers there? Then I got the cap here. I'm going to just put this cap back on. Now the key is to make sure that you don't mix up anything, you know. This cap has to stay with this rod, you know, and then he set this up at the shop here. So this, everything right here was 1, but the rods don't matter, but you just want to make sure that this cap stays with this rod, you know. That's how it's weighed. This is just a number 12 millimeter, 12 point bolt here, you know. I'll just put these on finger tight for now. I'm going to build all 8 of these up. So, you know, so I've got number 1 done, guys. So pretty happy with it. I'm going to put these in a box. You know, I didn't want to buy a piston caddy because I'm only doing one motor, you know. But as you can see here, I've got 8 more left to do. Oh, I've got 7 more left to do. And I've got my 7 connecting rod ends here. So I've got 7 more boxes here. So let me get these built up, guys. And then I'll bring you back on, and then we'll wrap this video up, you know. Go from there. All right. All right, y'all. I'm back here. You can see here I've got the all the pistons are done here. You can see that. Yeah, putting those C-clips in was a little bit harder than what I thought. It took me a little bit to get all 16 of them in and get these set up here. This is the last one. This is piston number 8 here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one down and get this cap on here hand tight. Yeah, but it was a little tougher than what I thought it would be, you know, without trying to mess anything up. Them C-clips are strong. I guess they're meant to be strong to keep these rings in or whatever, you know. So, but hey, I got it done, guys. So the next step is well, each of these right here, they get a bearing on each side. These are the bearings, but I won't put these on until I get ready to install them on the motor, you know. So these won't go on until probably sometime next week. I got one more part. Well, I need to buy my oil pump and my ring installer piece, that little cap, whatever, so I can get these rings pushed down to the bore hole. I mean, so I can get these pistons pushed down to the bore hole. So yeah, so I'll get that ordered, and then we'll get these on. But the next step is what I have to do. I thought about waiting, but hey, I got time, you know, so I think I'll go ahead on and put my oil rings on. This is the bag here. You got your squiggly piece that goes on here, and then I got each bag labeled from the machine shop of the rings, whatever that go with each piston, you know. Yeah, so my guy Denny took care of me on that, got everything labeled for me. Piston ring installer. Probably could have got by without it, but I figured I'd do it, get this since this is my first time, you know, doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and you see this is number 1, right? It don't matter which one I start with, but I got one out, so let me just grab one right here. So looks like I've got to put one of these goes on each one, goes on each piston here on the bottom. I think it goes like that. But let me get some paperwork here so I can verify where these ring gap goes and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll come back and cut you guys back on, and then again I'll do one on camera, then I'll do the other 7 off camera, then I think I'll be done with this step, you know. So just give me a second here. All right, guys, I'm back here. Got my instructions on what I need to do, on how these need to be set up, or rather how these rings need to be clocked on here. Okay, the first one here is the expander ring. This is the expander ring here. This goes on the bottom. Goes on the bottom here. Slap this on. And this gap here has to be at the, I believe this is at the 3 o'clock position. This gap here is at the, yeah. The expander ring gap here is at the 3 o'clock position. Now this is my piston and it's facing forward. This is the number 1 cylinder. I mean, this is number 1 piston, number 1 cylinder. So it's on the driver's side going forward here. So even though it's backwards on camera, this is pointing forward, you know. So this is my 3 o'clock position right here, okay? So I've got that gap there. Let me find it again. There it is right there. I'm gonna line that gap up at the 3 o'clock position there, okay? And the next step is this top oil ring gap here. I'm going to put the bottom one on first. And the bottom one goes at about the 10 o'clock position, somewhere around there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get that on. Now these here have a little bit more flex than these other than these last 2 I'm going to put on here. So I'm going to just try to get this one on and get it on the right way for myself here, you know. But this has to go. That's not where it needs to be. Yeah, this bad boy has to go on the bottom here. On the bottom of that expander ring there. Yeah, like right in there. And don't worry, once I get these on, I can go back and move these by hand to make sure they're in the right spot, you know. See, this ring here is going to move. It's going to move a little bit, you know, but I'll be able to get that. Let me get this down a little bit, get a little better view here, a little better. Get a little better angle here, yeah. All right. All right, yeah. Now, I'm going to just put these rings on, but before I actually put this piston in the motor, I'll check all the positions again. I'm just going to get this one done here. So I got the bottom one on, and then this top ring gap here. This one here goes at about the 730 position down here. So I got to put this gap down here around the 7 o'clock position or so. So I'll go ahead and get that one on. You know, these have a little bit of give, but not much, you know. So I want to make sure I kind of get this as close as I can, and then I'll come back and check it out when the times come next week to put these in there. I'll give them all a check, give them all a look over again to make sure that everything is right there. Okay, got that one in. Okay, so that one's in there. You know, that one's in there. That one's not looking too bad there. Okay. And then the next step here, this is where I'm going to need my expander tool here. You know, I'm going to need my expander tool here. So then this is going to go, one of these says top, one of these says bottom here. So let me just check out, find it here. It should be a mark, or it should say up or top or something on one of these. Got it. If you look here, it says up. I may not get that to focus, but yeah. If you see that there, it says up. It probably won't focus, but you'll see those UP there. So this is the second ring gap, and this goes to the 9 o'clock spot, and this one has to be in the up position here. So this side here has to be up. So let me get my where's my tool at here? Put my expander in here, whatever. See what I got going on here. Get this bad boy on here. Get this at around the 9 o'clock spot here. On that second gap there. Is that where it wants? Is that where it's supposed to be there? Yeah. Yep, that's where it is, right there. Now it's a little loose here, but that's why I need that tool that like squeezes everything in, so I can get this pushed down into the engine board. But yeah, but I'll order that this evening when I get done with this here. Go ahead and pull the trigger on that piece. I should have ordered already, but I'll do it. Okay. So that's the second one that says up. And then this top one has no up or down. It just goes on there, and this has to be clocked at the 3 o'clock position as well. So yeah. So let me go ahead and get that one in here. Put it in my little fancy tool here. Expander ring there, get it in there. Okay. Come on, buddy, get in here. I'm off camera or whatever, but hey, it's okay. There we go. I don't like that's not where it's supposed to be. How the hell did I do that? See if I can get this in here to get this pushed out. go. All right, there we go. All right, yeah. Okay. See, that's not hard to do, but it's just gotta line everything up, you know. Yeah. So this first one is done here. Like I said, all I got to do is just make sure that these are in the right that these gaps are clocked properly per the instructions here, and I'll drop a picture of the instructions here in a second. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead on and get these last get these next 7 done, so I can be done with this part of the build, and then I'll be looking to drop these in the motor here. Hopefully sometime next week I'll be able to get that done. Go ahead and get these pistons in, and then on to the next step. Yeah, these are a little gappy there. Yeah, so okay, yeah, so I definitely need that compression board that fits right over the board. You just slide this down. You got to oil this up. I'll have to put some good engine oil on this, and some oil on the tool, and some oil on the bore. And then I'll just slide this on. You got to beat it with the plastic, beat it with a rubber hammer, whatever, and line that end up with the crank and all that. Yeah, so that'll be a little task for me. Really a 2-man job, so I'll get my son or somebody to help me out with that part. But yeah, but I think that's it, guys. So yeah, so that's probably going to be the end of this video. There's no need to come back and show these other 7 pistons like this, you know. But I am going to do the rest of these here. And I'll get these lined up here this evening, and then I'll go from there, guys. So I'll see y'all later. Well, guys, here you go. I got all 8 pistons are built, O-rings on, ready to be installed. So yeah, here's what we're looking like.